Hello everyone, how's you all? I am Dr. Naitik Trivedi coming back with a new educational video. Here I am going to explain to study the effects of various drugs on frog heart. That is the demonstration practical. In this practical, I will explain what are the requirements for this practical, which drugs we will use, animal that is the frog, physiological salt solution. I will explain various basic terminology. I will explain video demonstration of isolation of frog heart, that means dissection of the frog by the videographic method, as well as I will explain the dissection of the frog heart by the theory method. Then video demonstration of effects of various drugs on frog heart by the videographic method as well as by the theoretical method. Then I will explain the observation table of drugs effects on the frog heart. After explaining of this all, I will explain the result of the various drugs on the frog heart, and at last I will explain again these all drugs effects by using the whiteboard methods on the frog heart, how the various drugs effects on the frog heart. At last I will explain the effects of various drugs on the frog heart by showing you the one table. So here requirements. First one is the reservoir, Starling heart lever, Sarrington revolving drum machine or rotating drum machine, kymograph, Syme cannula, beaker, thread, tray, curve needle, fine scissor, curve scissor, bone cutter and the dissection books. These are the basic requirement for this practical. Here this one is the assembly, reservoir, cannula, writhing lever, here the chymogram or a rotating drum, here there is the gear through which we can adjust the speed of this rotating drum. We'll use the drug 1% of the CaCl2, 1% of the KCl, 10 microgram per ml adrenaline, 10 microgram per ml acetylcholine. We'll use the animal frog here. It is the amphibian animal. When we use the frog heart, that time we'll use physiological salt solution is frog ringer solution. Frog ringer solution. Here, these are the ingredients of the frog ringer solution. In this practical, we'll find out the effects of the various drug on the three different parameters. First one is the heart rate. What are the effects of the various drug on the heart rate? What are the effects of various drug on the force of contraction? And what are the effects of the various drug onto the tone of the heart? Heart rate. This is counted by counting the number of times liver comes down per minute. Force of contraction, the synonyms or other terminology is the amplitude. It is calculated by observing the height of the tracing. Then tone. It is the state of partial contraction of muscle at a rest. This is denoted by the baseline of curves. A rise in a baseline indicates increase in a tone. Here, frog dissection video. So in this video, I will explain how to dissect the frog and how the isolate the frog heart. Hold the frog like your left hand thumb on their back and the right front leg of the frog between your first and the index finger, remaining two finger at the back side of the frog. This is the holding position of the frog. Now the pithing of the frog. Find out the junction of the cranium and atlas vertebrae, which is known as the foramen magnum. You can find easily by the depressed portion. First, insert your pithing needle into the junction and break the brain. Then again remove the pithing needle and again break the spinal cord. First we'll break the brain, then the spinal cord. I will explain it into the theory portion. This one is the videographic. So check first touch reflex and pain reflex here. corneal reflex first we have checked, and then touch and the pain reflex. After then, with frog place on their back into the tray. Then make the V shape of the cut by using the curve needle. Then remove this skin or open this skin up to the pectoral girdle here. When you remove the skin of the frog, below the skin you can easily find out the abdominal muscle. We will use the cow needle to remove this skin. First remove the skin till the pectoral girdle. After removing the skin, make the bolt cut at the near the central vein by using the scissor. Make the cut, then remove the abdominal muscles till the pectoral girdle. When you will reach near the pectoral girdle, you will get the bone, ribs bone. So it cannot be cut by the simple scissor. So use the bone cutter to cut this pectoral girdle bone. After cutting it by the bone cutter, then you can cut it with the simple scissor. You will easily observe the heart here. Here heart is pumping. Heart is covered by pericardium layer. So isolation of the heart it is essential to remove the pericardium layer. So use the blunt forceps to remove this pericardium layer. Blunt forceps because why? To remove the injury. Here remove the pericardium layer by using the blunt forceps. After removing this pericardium, find out the sinus venosus by giving the upward movement of the ventricles by your thumb, and sinus venosus position find out, because we'll pass the thread at the bottom side of the sinus venosus here, passing of the thread here, we'll pass the thread and we'll cut the give the first V shape of the cut, not wholly cut the central vein, just give the V shape cut after passing the thread into the central vein and insert cannula. Here give the V shape of the cut, not fully cut, then insert the cannula, which provide the frog ringer solution, which gives the essential ingredients of the isolated frog heart, which is necessary for their survival. Then make the knot of this thread and tie it with the cannula. This is the cannulate heart. We have inserted this cannula into the central vein. After that, we'll tie this heart with the cannula by making the knot of the thread. After this procedure, cut the aorta as well as some fatty muscles which is attached with the heart here. During this procedure, here cut the aorta and some fatty tissue which have joined with this heart. During these times, it is essential to take care not to give any kinds of the injury to the heart here for the aorta. Then give some upward or lift the heart to the upper side and remove the uh, attached tissue, fatty tissue, to isolate the heart. Now heart is ready for to take the responses of the various drug. Here heart is isolated. Now mount it with the assembly. After this, place or insert the cow needle and tie the thread, making the knot at the one side, and the other side of the thread bind with the Starling heart lever. So when heart get contract, Starling heart lever going to upside. When heart going to relax, then Starling heart lever going to the downside. That's why it's give the response onto the chymogram when we add the drug. I have explained this dissection of the frog by the videographic manner. Now I am going to explain it by the theoretical aspect. Here, what we have seen into the video, first hold the frog with the placing left hand thumb on the back of frog, hold the right front leg of frog between index finger and the middle finger of the left hand while rest of two finger are on its back. Left front leg and hind of the frog are free. Position of pithing. Make the pithing at the junction between cranium and atlas vertebrae. I have explained into the video. It is this junction is known as the foramen magnum. The position of the foramen magnum is decided by sliding the pithing needle along the midline of the frog head. Pithing has to be done at the position where the first slight depression is felt. Then what will you do? Insert a sharp needle in the foramen magnum towards the brain part and destroy it. Again remove a sharp needle and reinsert the needle and move it slightly backward near the area of spinal canal and destroy the spinal cord. First destroy the brain and then destroy the spinal cord. Due to this procedure, frog may urinate and convulsion may produce in the hind leg. Check the reflex. A proper pith frog shows neither corneal nor the pain reflex. So here, first we'll check the touch the frog eyes cornea with the needle to see whether the frog has been properly pithed or not and check the corneal response. Then we'll check the touch and pain reflex for the conformational by superficially pricking the hind leg of the frog to see whether jerking movement arise or not by this method. Then this one is the checking the corneal reflex and this one is the touch and pain reflex. Next, place the pith frog on its back. Make a small V-shaped cut here, V-shaped cut on the skin. Then insert a cow needle and remove the skin towards at the pectoral girdle. After removing the skin, you will get abdominal muscles at the bottom side of this skin. Then make the bolt cut. Then make the bolt cut near the central vein and remove these abdominal muscles till the pectoral girdle. When you reach at the pectoral girdle, you will get the bone, ribs bone. Then Remove these or cut these pectoral girdle by using the bone cutter. After cutting these pectoral girdle, you can easily see the heart getting exposed. So here heart getting exposed. Heart is covered by the pericardium layer. So remove this pericardium layer by using the blunt forceps. Then observe the sinus venosus position by pushing the ventricle of heart upward using your thumb of left hand. This one is the sinus venosus position. Then pass the double thread below this sinovenosus. Then give the V-shaped cut at the central vein. After giving the V-shaped cut, then insert the cannula into the central vein or into the heart and provide the artificial or ingredients which can be used for the survival of the heart at the outer environment. It is provided by the frog ringer solution. Here, tie the frog heart with the by using the thread with the cannula. Make the knot, then cut the aorta, remove the fatty muscles, and its mount onto the frog assembly. Then at the ventricle side, again insert the cow needle and place the make the knot at the one side by using the thread, and other side of the thread bind with the or make the knot at the starling heart liver. So this assembly is ready for taking the response. So how we take the response is, first it is essential to see the normal responses. So here there is the normal responses. Here there is the minute, that means second, it will indicate the second. We'll take the response for the 60 second. Here there is the heart, here there is the starling heart liver. This one is the normal beat or responses. Here there is the second is going, it is contraction and relaxation of the heart. Here there is the cannula which provides the frog ringer solution. One side the thread is bind with the heart and other side it bind with the starling heart liver. Now the contraction, that means systole. Systole means contraction. When heart get contract, that time starling heart liver tip goes at the upper side. Here into the systole. Here upper side. Here this one is at the upper side. Diastole means dilation or you can say relaxation. When relax the heart, that time starling heart liver goes at the bottom side. So this one is the normal response. Frog heart normal response is 65 beats per minute. Now I am going to take the response of the various drug. Here first is 1% of the KCL. First we'll take the normal response. Here there is the normal response. Then we'll normal response 65 beats per minute, amplitude normal, tone is normal. We'll take the three kinds of the. Next add the 1% of the KCL. That time here amplitude decrease, tone decrease, force of contraction, and here beat also getting decreased from 65 to it is 60. Now after giving the pause, again take the normal response. Here there is the normal response. That means when we add the KCL, beat getting decrease, force of contraction decrease, and the tone decrease. Here again we'll add 0.2 ml KCL. Here force of contraction decrease, amplitude decrease, and beat also getting decrease. Here 60 to 50 beats. After that we'll take the again normal response, giving the wash. When we take the normal response, it again shows their normal tone and the amplitude here. Again, we'll increase the dose. We'll give the 0.3 ml of the KCl here. First 0.1, then 0.2, and then 0.3. Here you can easily observe that beat getting decreased, force of contraction decrease, and amplitude or tone getting decreased here. Again we'll take the normal response and then we'll add the 0.8 ml of the KCl. So what will happen? Stop heart into the diastole here. Stop heart not produce any kinds of the response. So it stop heart into the diastole KCl. Now we'll take the normal response again here. So what KCl will do? Decrease the beat, decrease the force of contraction and decrease the tone. Now the KCl, CaCl2. Now the CaCl2. First is the normal response. Then 0.1 ml of the CaCl2. Here what will happen? Beat getting increased 65 to 72. Amplitude, that means force of contraction increase and tone getting increase here 72 beats. Now again we'll take the normal response. We'll increase the dose from 0.1 to 0.1 to 0.2 ml. Here further increasing the dose. Here beat getting slightly decreased, but it is high than the normal response, but amplitude, force of contraction increase as well as tone increase. Again we'll take the normal response by giving the wash by the Frog-Ringer solution. Then again we'll take the 0.3 ml drug, will add the 0.3 ml of the CaCl2, force of contraction getting increased, beat getting decreased but force of contraction getting increased, but here tone getting decreased, here tone getting decreased. Again we'll take the normal response. Here tone getting decreased. Here what will the effect of the 0.8 ml of the CaCl2 when tone getting decreased? That time stop heart into the systole. Here heart stop into the systole when we add the larger dose of the CaCl2 here. So and again take the normal response. Now what will we observe? We'll see into the observational table in next slide. First we'll take the responses of the ACH and the adrenaline. First take the normal response, then we'll add the 0.1 ml of the ACH here, 0.1 of the ACH. When we add the 0.1 ml of the ACH, then beat getting decreased, force of contraction, amplitude getting decreased and tone getting decreased here. You can easily watch into the graph here. Then again here beat getting decreased from 65 to 60. Normal beat is 65 beats per minute. Here there is the 60 beat per minute. Again add the normal drug, take the response. Then 0.2 ml of the ACH. When we add the 0.2 ml of the ACH, that time what will happen? Again beat getting decrease, then amplitude decrease and tone getting decrease. Here you can easily watch into the graph. After taking this response, again give the wash and take the normal response. Then add the 0.3 ml, increasing the dose of the ACH and give the 0.3 ml of ACH. Then it further decrease the beat, that is the 40 beats per minute. Amplitude decrease, tone getting decrease. Here you can easily see here. Again take the normal response. By giving the wash, take the normal response. Again add the 0.8 ml of ACH of the 1% of the 10 microgram per ml solution of the ACH. When we add the 0.0 ml higher dose of the acetylcholine, then heart stops into the diastole. Here into the diastole. Now take the normal response. Again take the normal response and we'll add the adrenaline. We'll take the zero point 0.1 ml. We'll add the zero point 0.1 ml of adrenaline. Here 0.1 ml of adrenaline. So it increased the beat. That is from normal 65 beat to it increased the beat 75 beat per minute. As well as it increased the force of contraction and the tone. Now we'll again take the normal response by giving the wash, then increasing the dose 0.1 to 0.2 ml of adrenaline. It further increasing the beat of the heart, that is the 77 beat per minute. Also increase the amplitude, force of contraction as well as the tone of the drum, tone of the heart increasing. Here further response will take by giving the wash and take the normal response. Then after taking the normal response, again will increasing the dose 0.3 ml adrenaline. It further increase the beat. That means heartbeat increase from 77 to 90, amplitude increase and tone getting increased. Then again take the normal response. Then again take the normal response. Then add the 0.8 ml of the adrenaline. So what will happen when you take the 0.8 ml of the adrenaline? When you take the 0.8 ml of the adrenaline, that time what will happen? When you take the 0.8 ml of the adrenaline, heart will not stop into the systole. So these are the difference between these all drug. Now procedure. First, set up the assembly, adjust the speed of the drum and make ready a frog ringer solution. Sacrifice frog as per the CPCSEA recommended guideline and remove the superficial skin. Cut the abdominal muscles and thoracic bone to visualize the heart. These are the procedure. Place frog on the frog board, check the pain and touch reflex and tie the frog placing its back on the frog board using the pin. Remove the pericardium layer of the heart and expose the inferior vena cava, pass the thread under it. Then make a small V-shaped cut in the inferior vena cava and insert venous cannula into the cut. Tie the thread which we have already passed under the inferior vena cava. Then after that both aorta are cut just before they form the branches. Apex of the heart is taken attached to the lever and the tension is adjusted such that it gives the maximum amplitude of the contraction. Then after stabilizing the heart for a few minutes, take the responses of calcium chloride, potassium chloride, acetylcholine, adrenaline, etc. with increasing the dose. Then how I am giving you the one example how to take the responses of the various drug. First, take the normal response. Then add the 0.1 ml of 1% of the CaCl2 into the cannula and take the response for the 60 seconds. After taking the response, give the wash with the frog ringer solution until getting the normal response baseline and again take the normal response. Then increase the dose from zero point 0.1 to 0.2 ml and again repeat the procedure. Then again after taking the response for the 60 second, again give the wash and repeat this procedure for the different drug like as 1% of the KCl, adrenaline 10 microgram per ml, acetylcholine 10 microgram per ml and the other drug. So you will get this kind of the responses. I have taken these responses for the KCl, CaCl2, ACH and the adrenaline. Here KCl, I have used the 0.1 ml, 0.2 ml, 0.3 ml and 0.8 ml dosing. So what are our observations for the heart rate, amplitude and the tone? Normal beat without giving any drug is 65. When we use the KCl, it decreasing the heartbeat and at the larger dose, it stop heart into the diastole. What are the effects of the different doses of the KCl onto the force of contraction? Force of contraction with increasing the dose, it getting decreased as well as tone of the muscles getting decreased. KCl and ACH give the same response, but the difference are that ACH response is blocked by the atropine, while KCl response is not blocked by the atropine drug. Otherwise, KCl response here and the ACH response are the same. KCl decreasing the heartbeat, ACH decreasing the heartbeat, KCl stop heart into the diastole, ACH stop heart into the diastole, increasing the dose with the KCl decreasing the force of contraction, increasing dose of the ACH decreasing the force of contraction as well as decreasing the KCl decreasing the tone of the muscles as well as ACH decreasing the tone of the muscles. So here there are the same responses. CaCl2, with increasing the dose of the CaCl2 at starting it increase the heart rate. Here normal heartbeat is 65, it increases 72. With increasing the dose it produces the paralysis into the muscles. That's why after increasing the dose heartbeat getting decreased and heart stop into the systole, but it increased the force of the contraction. I told you that with increasing the dose it produces the paralysis into the muscles, permanent paralysis. That's why with the lower dose it increased the tone, but at the higher dose it decreasing the tone. CaCl2 and adrenaline have the same effect, but difference is that CaCl2 stop heart into the systole while adrenaline not stop heart into the systole with increasing the dose. Both increase the heart rate here, but CaCl2 with increasing the dose produce the paralysis into the muscles. That's why at the larger dose it decreases the heartbeat, but adrenaline with increasing the dose increase the heartbeat as well increase the force of contraction as well as increase the tone of the muscle. So this is the observation table. Now result, CaCl2 in low dose increase the heart rate which is known as the positive chronotropic effect and produce the positive inotropic effect which is known as the force of contraction. But in high dose it stops the heart in systole characterized by the straight line recording on the upper margin. We have already seen into the video. KCl in low dose decrease the heart rate, negative chronotropic effect and decrease the force of contraction which is the negative inotropic effect, but in high dose it stops the heart in diastole characterized by the straight line recording on the lower margin. Acetylcholine in low dose reduce the heart rate, that means negative chronotropic effect and reduce the force of contraction which is known as the negative inotropic effect, but in high dose it stops the heart in diastole, so characterized by the straight line recording onto the lower margin. Adrenaline. Adrenaline in low dose increase the heart rate, positive chronotropic effect, and as well as it gives the positive inotropic effect, means increase the force of contraction. But adrenaline do not stop the heart into the systole. Here KCl and acetylcholine response are same. Here CaCl2 and adrenaline response are same at somewhat. But CaCl2 stop heart into the systole, but adrenaline do not stop heart into the systole with the increasing the dose. I have explained this video by the videographic system and by the theoretical system. Now I am going to explain this practical demonstration by using the whiteboard method. So here CaCl2 drug, here KCl, adrenaline and acetylcholine, what we have taken. Here first we'll take the normal response. Here normal response, this drug shows the normal response. First we'll take the normal response, that means without adding any drug. Now I am taking the 0.1 ml of the CaCl2 here. When we add the 0.1 ml of the CaCl2, it increases the force of contraction. Here you can easily see, because graph somewhat lengthening here. So here height of the graph is increasing. So 0.1 ml CaCl2 will increase the force of contraction. Again we'll give the wash and take the normal response. After taking the normal response, we'll take the response of 0.2 ml of the CaCl2. It further increases the force of contraction. Here CaCl2 increase the force of contraction here. So graph height getting increased. 0.2 ml graph for the CaCl2. After taking this response, give the wash and take the normal response. Here there is the normal response. I am explaining this result by using the whiteboard method. Now we'll increase the dose 0.3 ml of the CaCl2. So it further increase the force of contraction. Here height of the graph getting increased. Again give the wash and take the normal response. Here there is the normal response. The black line of the graph is the normal response. Here, here and here. These are the normal responses. Now we'll further increase the dose of 0.8 ml, so it's stop heart into the systole. Here you can easily see. Again take the normal response. That means CaCl2 increase the force of contraction. With increasing the dose, it increase the heartbeat, but after increasing the dose, here height of the graph is increasing, force of contraction increasing, but after some level it's decrease the heartbeat because it produces the paralysis onto the muscles. That's why tone getting decreased. Here tone getting decreased. I have shown you the CaCl2 response, which is somewhat same with the adrenaline, but where is the difference? CaCl2 stop heart into the systole, while adrenaline not stop heart into the systole. Here tone getting decrease, here tone getting increase. So these are the responses of the CaCl2 and adrenaline by using the whiteboard method. Now I am going to explain the responses of the KCl and the acetylcholine. So first take the normal response. Normal response produce 65 beats per minute. There is no any kinds of the effect onto the force of contraction. There is no any kinds of the effect onto the tone. That means it gives the normal force of contraction and the normal tone. Here this one is the responses of the Krog-Ringer solution in the normal level. Then we'll add KCl first 0.1 ml of the dose here. KCl 0.1 ml of the dose. So it decrease the force of contraction. So height of the graph getting decreased here. Somewhat height is lesser than the normal graph. Then again we'll give the wash and take the normal response here. Then again increase the dose 0.2 ml. It further decreasing the height of the graph, that means decreasing the force of contraction. Again we'll give the wash, then again we'll add the again we'll take the response of the normal graph. When we take the response of the drug, after then we'll give the wash and again we'll take the response without adding the drug. Then again we'll add the drug with the increasing dose. Here when we increase the 0.3 ml of KCl, further decreasing the height of the graph, that means decrease the force of contraction here, as well as decrease the heartbeat. We have already seen into the video. Here again take the normal responses, then we'll add the higher dose 0.8 ml. So what it produce? It stop heart into the diastole. Here diastole. Again give the wash and take the normal response. Again take the normal response. So here this is the observation table. Again I have already explained, so I will not take your much time. Here I am just telling you that KCl and ACH produce same responses, but ACH response blocked by the atropine. CaCl2 and adrenaline produce same responses, but CaCl2 responses with the increasing dose stops heart into the systole, while adrenaline not stop the heart into the systole. These are the effects of various other drugs: digoxin, atropine, caffeine, CaCl2, acetylcholine, epinephrine, nicotine, KCl onto the heart. Which mechanism effects onto the heart, effects onto the force of contraction and their clinical application. So thanks again all of you for watching this video till end. Kindly subscribe my channel if you like my video and like my video, as well as to get the update of educational video. Kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.